All right. Welcome to Take My Headphones Off, Booze and Ballin'.
Fantasy football,
Shaken,
not stirred.
not stirred. All right.
Stirred.
Tonight's inspiration, we are one day away from the wild card weekend. Season's complete.
I forgot you got coasters.
Yeah, I got coasters. Season's complete. One day away from wild card weekend. What the hell? Oh, sorry. I just had a weird pop up
I was
there.
going to say, I was like, did you freeze on me?
I
over
did
here?
freeze on you.
I was
We're
like,
gonna
we're in
go-
person and you still freeze on me.
We're going with the bottle that I walked past and I saw, and it's a special finishes collection toasted. I love everything toasted. So we're going to try this. You know what? You deserve to open that. Wild card weekend. We're going live. Going to do this. We're going to talk about MVP, offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year. I believe they were selected, but
I don't know if
I don't know. But we'll talk about
I
the
don't
top.
remember when they pick them.
We'll talk about
There's
the
a lot
top
of
two
rumor
and give
going
our
around.
opinion. But I'm going to start with this and say, Dustin
I
is
like this
getting
bottle already.
a motherfucking tattoo.
No, I know. Fucking
Dustin, let's just say this again.
Bijan Robinson is such a dick.
I did
That's all.
not. I
didn't think he was going to go for 36 points or whatever.
We're gonna bring this up later. I just want to preface the fact that Dustin is getting a motherfucking tattoo. Let's drink. Does it smell good?
I don't know. I didn't smell it. It didn't pop very good. I was pissed at
It was
that.
a bad pop.
It was a bad pop.
Oh,
That's
Jesus.
not a bad. I don't mind the smell of that though.
Pour me some. All right. So let's. What do you want to start? Do you want to start MVP race? You want to start offensive, defensive rookie of the year? We're gonna get back to this a little bit later in the show because the pick'ems are over, and I didn't think it was possible, but I fucking won. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I caught some injuries down the stretch. Not an excuse, but
Yo, Forever Eagles.
whoa!
Welcome back.
Hey man, what's
Yo,
going on?
let's go Birds. Let's go Birds this weekend.
Yeah, no, I caught some injuries down the stretch. You had some guys absolutely blow up. I got cocky down there. I played some guys that I know I shouldn't have, and I even said I was trying to let you back in it, and I did in a big way.
And you didn't this is the first time that me saving players actually because last year I
actually
couldn't
worked
catch
out.
you.
I mean, I had Justin Jefferson, and who knew? I mean, shout out to Amik Robertson, dude. What a game he played against Jettas, man. That was crazy. Coming off the that was some Kurt Warner shit. He
Yo.
was bagging groceries just a couple days ago.
That is true.
And he comes out and shuts his ass down for the most part.
I'll tell you what though, it was so okay. First of all, Zach. Welcome, Zach. Yeah, Zach's a big old Packers fan. That's a fun one.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
So we're gonna hit up with the pick'em real quick because we have to. Because Forever's in here, he's been part of it. Zach's in here, he's been part of it. The fact that we
Hi,
went
guys.
the end of week 17, the fact that we both had 956.21 points.
I know.
I talked to like 4 or 5 people about this. Like,
yeah, we
there's-
should have just fucking
both got tattoos.
Yeah, we should have just called it there and
but
just
I
got something
think
badass.
the fans that we have so far would have called bullshit on that.
Yeah, it would have been a sellout thing to do, I think.
So, but think of that.
I'll lose with honor in
17
this one.
weeks.
Yeah,
We end up dead fucking nuts down to the 10th of a point.
that's insane.
And it all came down to this weekend. And then you took Bucky Irving
Yeah,
and I took Bijan, which I thought was fair.
it was right there until Bijan scored that last
But
touchdown.
then we went nuts game Sunday night. You took the top quarterback. I took his top receiver. I took the top quarterback. You took the top receiver. We went Sam Darnold and Amon-Ra against Goff and Jefferson, and all
Yeah.
4 of them shit the fucking bed.
Yeah, I know.
Combined, they scored less than Bijan.
Dude, I forgot you had Bijan, or I would have known it was already over.
Yeah, Bijan got me 36.9. Bucky got you 20.2. But
yeah,
then,
and think about it. Bucky kind of got that touchdown when he wasn't supposed to.
did you hear Baker?
Yeah, and he was
what
like,
was going through your mind?
shit.
Shit. Because Bucky Irving almost cost Mike Evans
Mhm.
1,000 yards. Do you
Luckily,
think
they
that
got the
there was
ball
a-
back.
Do you think there was a conversation after that?
Oh, hell yeah. Do you think the Saints were like, yo, throw this thing over his head like 3 times, stop the clock?
You notice though that they let that last play when he got the.
Oh, they totally were like,
they were
yeah,
like, here, fall down, man.
And,
Fall down,
and
buddy.
you know, Mike Evans was over there like, yo, dude, I'll buy you a car if you let me just catch this. You
He's like every one of. Yep.
S class.
Has
you got
anybody-
coming your way?
Has anybody ever done it? 11 seasons, 1,000 yards.
Yeah, Jerry Rice.
So
He's
he's
tied
always
with-
second.
Consecutively, he's tied with Jerry Rice for the NFL's record at 11.
I like Baker saying he might have to play another 11 years just to do it.
But Jerry Rice had 14 total. He just didn't do them consecutively.
What does Mike Evans do? Does he go again?
Yeah, absolutely. He's definitely going again for 1,000. Why
He
wouldn't
looked good enough. I don't think he's ready to
He
retire.
missed a couple games, didn't
I
he?
think Christian McCaffrey
if
should
he doesn't
retire.
miss a couple games, he clears 1,000 by a long shot.
I think Christian McCaffrey should retire, but I don't think Mike Evans should.
No, I don't want Mike Evans to. He's still got too much left in the tank, I think.
For you, Dustin, I got to say this though. It's a bad day to be a bourbon.
It's a good day to be a me.
Check our LinkedIn, get our shirts. Bad day to be a bourbon, booze and ballin' shirt. Just
Well,
saying.
Anyway,
Forever Eagle's going to get one. Zach won't. He's going to be pissed when the Eagles beat the Packers.
I don't know. The last time the last time the Packers were in Philly for a playoff game, it didn't end very well.
No, I think that the Packers should have tried to get the 5 seed and play the Rams.
Try and skip Philly. Yeah.
I just don't like the matchup for the Now, this is not a homer thing, but I don't like the Packers matchup with the Eagles.
So the Vikings are the 5 seed then, right?
Vikings are the 5 seed. I think they go out in the first round.
You think the Rams are going to beat them?
I said I put it in my I think the Rams.
Even playing in Arizona on the old neutral field.
Yep. I think the Rams beat the Vikings. I think the Vikings after last week.
Kind of, yeah. They've been on a downhill slide.
And
they really need to catch some momentum or they are going out.
And I love Matt Stafford in the playoffs.
Yeah, Matty. I was almost calling him Matty Ice, but that's not him.
That's the other Matt. I love him above Sam Darnold in the playoffs. Like,
yeah.
I gotta give it.
Sammy
to him.
Darnold has had a great season. I'm not going to take anything away from him, but it's still Sam Darnold. He has 0 playoff experience. At least I think.
And Zach just said didn't the Rams beat him already this season?
Exactly. So I don't know. Ivan Pace is back.
Rams are scary in the playoffs this year.
The Minnesota's defense is getting healthy again. They were scary at the beginning.
They were
of the year.
great. If you had them in fantasy, their defense was a league-winning defense.
I'm actually not even going to say that Sam Darnold is the deciding factor. It's going to be that defense and how they play. And I like Ivan Pace on the other side of the football.
I want to bring this up from Sunday night.
He's a very good linebacker.
Did Jefferson look off? He missed 2 catches, like touchdowns that I was like, that I'm not.
He might have bet.
He looked like he was phoning it in or something.
He might have took the under and was like getting paid.
Oh, they
night.
definitely hit the fucking under.
Who knows?
That's the unders club right there for sure. But no, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's not a homer pick, but the Eagles offense is just apparently Jalen Hurts still isn't out of concussion protocol, which is fucking bullshit.
No, I thought I saw today that he cleared.
He's practicing, but hasn't yet cleared. He's going to clear. It's some bullshit.
Come on now.
I just think they're too powerful.
There's no way they don't let him play that game.
What gets me is, and this is going to lead us into our next conversation, what gets me with why I like the Eagles over the Packers is the Packers are good. Josh Jacobs is good. They don't have an alpha wide receiver.
Nope.
And because of that, Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, and Slay can stop their receivers because they don't have that guy. And that's the only thing that hurts them.
I definitely, if you're in playoff pools out there, I stay away from Josh Jacobs this week. And it's tempting thinking that the Eagles are going to win the game and you might not get to use him later, but I just not against that Eagles run defense.
It's tough to say.
It's probably one of the worst.
You're going to rely on a touchdown to get any points, which could happen.
Right.
But
he could get an offensive or a pass interference in the end zone or something and fall in. I just don't think he's getting you one of those Josh Jacobs 120 yards, 2 touchdown type games.
No, and it's tough. Like that's why I say it's not a homer pick. They're defensive weapons. The corners for Philly,
and they're actually healthy going into the playoffs for a change. Yeah. Instead of like on the defensive side of the ball, that is. I know they're banged up a little bit on offense still. I don't know if those guys are completely healed or not.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. But I don't know. We'll see it going. I think it's going to be fun to watch.
It's just not a good matchup. Like last year when I called it, I called it because I loved the way that the Packers receivers matched up against Dallas.
Now give me some Kraft and Musgrave.
Oh, Tucker Kraft. Yeah. I'm in our pick. I'm going to lose him.
I'm taking him and all day, every day. I think he's going to have a good game. Kraft.
Forever just said he is. Okay, thank you. He is. So you're right. He is cleared. Sirianni said he's playing. Thank you, Forever.
Yeah, I thought I read that like couple hours back.
Oh, I haven't been able to read this morning. It's been a crazy day.
Oh, dude, I know.
But this matchup I don't like. Speaking of which, Quinyon Mitchell.
Yes.
Was he snubbed?
I don't know. I still don't know if they actually picked it or not.
So we saw. I mean, maybe you guys can tell us, but I saw him come out. I'm defensive rookie of the year, Jared Verse.
Shit. Like I never know when they actually draw these fucking things. I didn't think they did it until like
the MVP. They go later, but I think regular season. I think they do. I mean, Pro Football Focus announced that Jared Verse won it with. No. Jared Verse won it, and Quinyon had a couple votes. He was second, but that's tough. That's a tough one because Quinyon Mitchell has been one of the best corners first year, like since did Sauce win it last year? No, Sauce didn't win it last year.
I forgot. No, the guy from Houston,
But Quinyon's been good. Like
Will Anderson.
that could have gone either way. I don't think Jared Verse was good on the Rams defense.
Yeah,
he
we had a bunch of co's. Like we could have gave out co rookies this year on both sides of the ball. I think. Because those guys have both had special seasons. Jared had a very good year, though. It's tough to say that he didn't deserve it. But I do think Quinyon was out there on an island, and you could put him out there if you wanted to, because he was having a great year.
What they called him, Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah,
that's right. Like he was one of the best shutdown corners. Like Sauce last year was great.
I don't know his numbers off the top of my head, but we can sit here and talk about it. He played fucking fantastic. Trying to think of some of the guys that he went up against and just absolutely slaughtered, but I watched too much Red Zone to know that.
Almost everybody. Like his percentages were, and like I look at Jared Verse, he had 4.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. He was great on the defensive line. He did elevate the defensive line for the Rams from irrelevant to relevant.
Yeah,
not one of the best defensive lines in NFL, but they definitely
I felt like
were
they
in the
just
top half.
That whole off defensive line just shit the bed once Darnold retired, and it was like they didn't know what to do without that just absolute middle clogger. And now to get somebody back on that defensive line that can fucking win an award and has the talent to continue to do so, I think that's great for them.
I'd say he's a good, not a replacement for Darnold, but Jared Verse is going to have a hell of a career. He's going to be very good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But do I think that he deserves enough? Like Zach said,
they didn't your fucking homer pick.
No, and that's just what it is.
I know you can't even
fight well, we're gonna wait till we get to MVP. But Zach said, I don't think they've been Tommy Bowers for president.
You still think fucking?
Oh, we're gonna rattle through this because we're gonna need a lot of time for the MVP shit.
You're still a Barkley rider, huh?
But no, look at Quinn. I mean, see, they don't. The problem is with these stats, they don't show you a lot. Like Quinyon Mitchell, I don't think he had a single reception or an interception or anything.
No, he didn't.
But you don't
remember we were going to bet $100 on him getting one against.
And he damn near did.
He almost did, but the other guy had 2. Fucking, I'm drawing blanks, dude.
Slay. No,
it wasn't Slay.
CJ Gardner Johnson had 2 of them that game, which one of them should have been Quinyon's.
Exactly.
But see, if you look at like Sleep and you look at the apps, they don't show shutdown. They don't show the impact he had on game. That's really hard. So if you go statistically, Jared Verse has a better case for statistical greatness. Either way, if they didn't announce it, I think either one of them could do it.
I think the cool thing about corners is it's like the better your numbers are, it's more about like how many times you've been thrown at. Because if you're not getting thrown at, that means you're doing your job.
Exactly.
So like the less you touch the ball and the less you tackle people, you're actually doing better because that means you're not even in the play because you're shutting your guy down.
What did Tommy say? Tommy said Bowers, Mitchell, Lamar, MVP. See, I agree. I like Bowers for offensive rookie of the year too. So I think Jared Verse should be in the top 2 for defensive rookie of the year. I think he should be there.
Yeah.
So I think it's between those two. If they didn't announce it and we're wrong, I'm pretty sure they did.
I still don't know.
But
I don't know how it works.
But
I don't know who does it. I'm just out here drinking.
I'm pretty sure they did, but I agree. It should have been Bowers, Mitchell, Lamar. But okay, now let's get to offense. They're saying it was Jaden. So Pro Football Focus said Jaden Daniels 19 votes, and then Brock Bowers got second in the votes.
How many votes did Bowers get? Do you know?
Fuck.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know off the top of my head. But
how do you not give it to Bowers? We were having this conversation in our group chat like a lot.
I don't know, the same way you gave it to CJ Stroud though last year. So, okay, who had a better rookie year? Stroud or Daniels? So if you're going to give it to Stroud last year, I understand giving it to Jaden Daniels because I said this before. We said this early on.
But there's not a tight end that you can put up against Bowers in the history of the game in what he did this year. So, like, what else does a tight end have to do in order to win that award? I guess you just don't. There's no way a tight end can ever win that award now moving forward because of what the season Brock Bowers just had.
No,
that's basically the statement.
Oh, I agree.
Because he had statistically one of the best seasons ever for a tight end, period, and doesn't win the award.
And he finished tight end number 1.
Yeah, he's like literally all of a sudden the top tight end in the league and doesn't get the.
If it's
That
me,
to me is a robbery.
it's the same reason, which we're going to get to this in about 3.5 minutes, that quarterbacks get the MVP. But it's by default the quarterbacks. Now, do I think that Jaden?
That's who sells, right? I mean, that's what
We said early on that we said Jaden Daniels is going to be this year's CJ Stroud, and we said it at the start of the year. We were damn right.
Damn is fucking dead on.
The question is, the thing is, I don't think Jaden Daniels has the sophomore slump that CJ Stroud had.
No, I mean, in Stroud's defense, his whole offense got hurt at one point.
Right.
The only thing they could do was dump it off to Mixon for the longest time.
But I definitely like Jaden Daniels.
Oh, he's a stud.
He's a stud.
He is it. He's definitely.
Bo Nix was up there in the voting.
I don't hate that fact.
Bo Nix almost took second in the voting.
Agreed, and rightfully so. I mean, he came back, took a team that shit to bed last year, and took him to the playoffs. I mean, rightfully so.
It was Daniels.
His numbers, if you stand him next to Jaden Daniels, are
damn close.
Damn near the same.
Well, it was Daniels, Bo, Bowers, and Drake May, and there was a fifth. I forget who the fifth was, but they were all up there in the voting.
And that's why I said that. Like, I personally believe that Bowers should have got it. I mean, I know, shout out to Tommy. I know I was being a dick in the group chat, but you know me, I like to play devil's advocate. He's right, though. Bowers absolutely deserved it, just because I couldn't decide between Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels. I was like, both of these guys kind of had the same season, but at the same time, this guy's over here doing something we've never seen before.
No, I agree.
And the only thing that I can knock him for is the fact that his team was behind in a lot of those games, and he was just soaking up targets. And I don't know if that hurt him in the voters' eyes or not, but I don't think that's right that they held that against him.
Okay, so in the voters' eyes, was he impacting the outcome of the game?
Not
as
really.
much as Jaden Daniels. So I get giving it there.
If you take Bowers off the Raiders, they still they win 3 games instead of 4 games. Right. If you take Jaden Daniels off of the Washington Redskins,
he was the shining light in a dark room. I get
right. And then if you take Jaden Daniels off the Redskins, they don't make the playoffs, right? So it's like,
he was
is it an MVP award for rookies, or is it like just off who was the better offensive player? Because if you gave out a Rookie of the Year award, it's probably Jaden Daniels because he took his team to the playoffs, good seed, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
But at the same time, if you play an offensive guy, you can't take it from Bowers. The dude had a historic season.
Am I mad that they're going to give it to Jaden Daniels? No. Do I think Brock Bowers deserved it? Yes. Either just like defense, either one of those two, they're top 2. If it went to any one of those 4 guys, I'd be pissed off.
Yeah.
Hold on, we got chat here. Zach, Lamar MVP favorite now. Oh, we're getting there, Zach. Don't you worry. Tommy said my thing is he broke records that were from the 70s. Yeah, agreed. That's what he's just saying. Tommy said, did you guys do draft order yet?
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Negative. We ran a little bit behind, so we are doing them after this show. But I will tell you this, Tommy, you got pick 3, even though we didn't do it yet. If he gets pick 3, he's going to time out. He's going to think this.
You just fucked it all up.
Because if he gets 3, that'd be
awesome for him because he's one of the golden balls. That's he only has 1 ball.
So that's good for him. If
he gets pick 3, he's going to be ecstatic.
All right, so that's a great statement. So, do we want to talk MVP because it's going to take some time?
Yes, we have to. We got to dabble a little bit.
All right, Tommy, I know you're part of this. You're probably watching Ohio State right now and watching us. I hope we are in the forefront of your mind, and Ohio State is in the back front of your mind.
You can go ahead and warm me up a little bit.
That's
too. You can warm.
Tommy said that's my pick. I'll take 3. I'll tell you this, Tommy. If I get first overall, I'm trading that pick away. Because
first, before we say who we think, let's define what we think MVP stands for. Are you more of a statistical guy? Like this guy broke records. He's doing things we haven't seen before or in a long time for that matter. Or do you feel like I am more important to my team than you are? Because without me, my team doesn't scratch the surface. But without you, your team probably can still hand the ball off to fucking an absolute tank. Right?
Tommy, if I get first pick, we're talking. He's already offered trade. Sorry. To me, MVP is how important you are to your current team.
Okay.
Now, also statistical records in that I do consider.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't just throw that out.
But to me, value is defined as how you affect whatever the parameters are.
Okay.
So most valuable is it has to be defined on how you affect the parameters that you're surrounded with.
Okay.
That's how I look at it. I do want to hear this though. Who are your top 3 for MVP?
Lamar, Saquon, and Josh Allen.
I agree.
I don't think there's anybody else that can even put their name up there with those 3 with the seasons that they've had.
I mean, you
Because
see,
Jalen Hurts,
Jamar Chase
was
maybe
just okay this
because
year.
did he get the Triple Crown? I don't quite remember, but
Chase is up there. Yeah.
Chase is 4.
But Burrow's, you can't put Burrow and Chase up there just because they didn't.
No,
make
you can
the
put Chase up
playoffs.
there because he did what Cooper Cup did a couple years ago, and I think he got the Triple Crown, didn't he?
Yeah, but they didn't even consider Cup.
But right, exactly. Which it's again the problem with the MVP is it's a quarterback bias thing, and that
Because typically that's
like the Heisman,
you go when your
like
quarterback
offensive
goes.
rookie of the year and MVP.
Unless you're the Chicago Bears and you had Rex Grossman, you typically go when your quarterback goes.
But they need to stop being so quarterback biased.
I agree, but like take Josh Allen off the Bills. What do? They probably
Agreed.
They probably missed the playoffs, which is why he's
But you could say
one
the
of the
same
top
thing. Take
contenders for
Saquon off the
MVP
Eagles,
right
take Lamar off the Ravens.
If
like
you take
none of them-
Saquon off the Eagles, I still think they're an 11-win team, 12-win team.
I disagree.
You think so? I thought the backups
I don't think they
looked
hit
good.
double. No. Kenny Gainwell looked good. Kenny Gainwell ran very well.
Right, and if they wouldn't have gotten Saquon, they would have went after somebody else. I think they would have been a good contender for Josh Jacobs if they weren't eyeing Saquon up.
Honestly, I kind of thought they were going to go for Tony Pollard.
Yeah, or a Pollard. They could have. That would have been a great pickup too. I
So,
mean, I think
okay.
we're all okay with the one they got.
So who do you like? All this being said, who do you like for MVP?
I mean,
If you say the same as me, I'm going to be pissed because we're going to end the fucking episode.
no. Honestly, I got to give it to Josh Allen.
Fuck you.
And the only reason I'm giving it to Josh Allen
I
is
agree.
because of fucking the absolute nothing that he had to work with. You lose Diggs, you lose Gabe Davis. Kincaid's been a shell. He hasn't really done.
He hasn't. What
really,
has he been?
Right? Like they touted this guy to be a top tight end prospect.
He went top 3 tight ends. I went early.
Yeah,
People went early on him.
Him and Laporta both. Like, where the fuck did those guys end
Laporta
up?
and Kelsey.
Well, Kelsey kind of rebounded down the stretch, but that's besides the point.
After you were already out of the
playoffs. Basically. Hopefully you didn't trade him.
It's good.
I like this very much. Absolutely. I forget where I was at. But
Chat, what do you guys think for MVP?
Shakir was hurt for a bunch.
Hit us with
like,
some stats.
They were dealing with injury. Now, granted, he did have James Cook. James Cook was an absolute stud this year.
Absolute stud.
He was able to just hand the rock to him too. But I just felt like every time the play needed to be made, Josh Allen made it. And that's what basically clawed the Buffalo Bills to where they're at right now.
What I love the most about Josh Allen is when he came out in the NFL, he got absolute shit on.
Oh, yeah, dude.
He's
been shit on since high school. Yeah.
And he's just shown that, like, talent can sometimes trump skill.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree. I mean,
what the fuck's the difference between talent and skill?
Just God-given talent is better than learned skills.
Learned.
Well, like a learned habit. Like, you
say learned it again. Come on, Todd.
Learned it.
Learned it. Oh,
learned it. Learned it. There's things that are inherited and there's things that are learned.
You don't have to put an ED at the end to learn, pal.
No, it's an actual word.
Learned?
Learned. Yeah, because there's things that are an inherited trait or a learned trait.
Learned.
Meaning that you learned the trait based on like your.
Is learned
a
word, chat?
Yes, it's a fucking word.
Can you spell it for me? Or am I fucking? How am I this stupid right now?
No, learned is a thing.
Spell
it's a learned trait. Learn. I can't fucking spell.
You need to be able to spell it because I don't think it's a word.
No, I am borderline genius who can't spell.
There's no way.
Learned. Yes, it's a word.
I didn't think you could put ed at the end.
It's a trait that is taught, not a trait that is just
so you
embodied.
Not learned.
Yeah, learned it. A learned is a trait that is like is not by definition, but is a trait that is learned over time by the way of life. So it's a learned trait.
Learned. Okay.
Jesus.
Back to football.
Christ of Latter-day Saints. It's also known as a book. It is a bad day to be a bourbon.
I'm
bad
sorry,
day to
dude.
be a bourbon. Tommy, buy a shirt.
That's like row ads, dude. Fucking.
No, but I'm saying, so Josh Allen is just talented.
Yes.
He's got a cannon for an arm. He was born with it.
Yeah, he's
now,
what, 6'4"?
You have quarterbacks that are
Kyler Murray
trained and arm, and they can hit this guy. They're accurate. They're this, that. He is a proof that just God-given talent can sometimes be better than all the practice in the world.
And heart.
And heart.
Like I feel like I would actually disagree.
Tommy, buy a shirt.
I don't feel like fucking Josh Allen is the most talented guy out there. I think his size, his will to fucking win, and fucking just his overall just grit that goes out there and like runs people over for first downs. Like how many third downs did he make first down?
That's why I love him. Time out. Hold on. Let me see what they say real quick. We got Forever says most def Josh Allen. Without Allen, the build, they wouldn't smell 4 wins. Very fair.
Well, because their defense couldn't stop the run for like 3/4 of the season.
No. The fact that Khalil Shakir was relevant is Josh Allen.
Who else was on that? Oh, Keon got hurt, but
Tommy said, I think Arch is dead.
Arch.
And then Tommy said he's buying a shirt. Just saying. Oh, Zach did say this. He said, don't forget Todd was recruited by Ivy League schools, Dustin. He's smart. Thank you, Zach. No, okay. So if you look statistically,
he could run good.
If you look statistically, though, so this brings it back to the question you said before. I want to bring this up. So between Lamar and Josh Allen, statistically, if you look at every category, Lamar beat Josh.
Right, but statistics can also be part of like if you swap the two, would Josh Allen have the similar statistics? I think so.
That's what I was going to go to next. Like you have
so like you have to take into consideration of like because Tommy said it perfectly today, and like he and I were arguing about it, and he said something along the lines of it's easier to play quarterback on the Ravens than it is on the Cleveland Browns.
Correct.
So like you got to kind of take that into consideration too when you're talking about this shit. And I thought it was a great quote because it's like. Yes, because I think we were debating over what the hardest position in the NFL is to play. And he said it's harder to play at quarterback for the Cleveland Browns than it is the Ravens. So it's like, and that's a long fucking story. We can
because if you look at
it to steal the point, it's like his environment is making his statistics inflated a little bit. So it's like you got to take that into consideration.
Lamar has those statistics
where it's like
with Derrick Henry
comparable, right? Exactly.
And he has Bateman, Zay Flowers, he has receivers. Josh Allen did it without a 1,000-yard rusher and without a 1,000-yard receiver.
Right.
So that's
you can
why
lean on the 17 touchdowns for Cook, but it's like how many of those touchdowns came because Josh Allen ran for third down conversion to get you in that position.
And Haley Seinfeld. I mean, that should give him MVP.
He doesn't. That's true. I forgot about that. He doesn't need the MVP. He already won.
Like he's not married to that bitchy Brittany Mahomes type of woman.
No,
that's some quality.
Yeah, dude. I don't even want to know what it smells like.
So he did. Christ. But he did that with that.
Yeah, I shouldn't.
All that being said, Saquon deserves the MVP. 9th person to go over 2,000 yards. And I know it's statistics based, but if you watch the clips when he was 13 yards from the career record, he said, let the young guys eat. Like that type of person deserves that reward.
Yeah.
Have you had, I mean, there are very few NFL players, let alone running backs, who are selfless like that.
Yeah.
And he just did what he did.
There's a lot of fourth quarters where he didn't get the ball a lot either.
And the offensive line for the Eagles said, we'll play if you want that record. And he's like, no.
Yeah. No.
It's more important to me to get the Super Bowl. That is what, to me, that is value to your team.
I do hope Quan gets it. I hope he gets a ring. He deserves it. He's a great person.
If he doesn't get, if it wasn't for quarterback biased, Saquon's the MVP.
I agree.
Because look at what that team did having him there. Like
and it comes back to the like, what do you think? Like him having a historic season, or again, because I don't think like if you take Saquon off that team, well, again, no, he had a ridiculous year.
He invented a backwards.
He won them a lot of games by. He won them a lot of games too by just taking over in the end of the third quarter and early fourth.
Ninth person in history to go over 2,000 yards.
Yeah, I can't argue it. I mean, like I wouldn't hate it. It's one of those situations again. And then you got Lamar, who has done nothing. He's done shit that we've never seen before, too. So it's like,
it's tough.
I hope Barry Sanders said this on his, I don't remember if it was his X account or what the fuck he said it on, but he said that like when he won co-MVP, he's hoping that they do the same thing for Saquon. And I hope they do that. I hope they give one of those two quarterbacks and Saquon the award.
I'm fine with that. I just
think they should
hate that
give
it's always quarterback bias because you got to get you like, and that's not even a homer pick,
Right?
But Saquon has had a year. Saquon is like, hey, these last 5 years was like college, and now he's like, hey, I'm in the league. I got to tell you this, Saquon. If you look at what he did this year with an offensive line, it is very fair to say he is possibly one of the top 2-3 most talented running backs to ever play in the NFL. All around power, quickness, speed, mentality, hands. Could you name me that you would say just flat off it that there are more than 2 running backs that all around are better than Saquon? Could you imagine Saquon? Not with the Eagles.
Barry's one of them.
Barry Sanders good, but he didn't have the power that Saquon had.
He didn't?
Could he go up the gut like Saquon? No. But Barry's close. Barry Sanders and LaDainian Thomas are 2 very close comparisons. I look to Saquon.
That's the other second one I was going to go with.
Those are the 2 that I say they just all around.
I'd probably take Adrian Peterson over him as well.
I wouldn't take Adrian Peterson over because Adrian Peterson did not have the agility that Saquon has. If you needed Saquon to be a dude that runs outside the tackles and shifty like a Jahmyr Gibbs, okay. You know,
there wasn't anywhere that AP wouldn't take it fucking 90 yards to the house.
AP would just run you the fuck over like Marshawn Lynch.
But then he would fake it and go right around you too because he was just as fast. That's a rough statement. I can't give him top 2 until he does this for like next season.
But
if he gives me a repeat next year, then yeah, he's going to be up there in that conversation.
The Giants literally stifled what could have been the greatest thing with the football that we have ever seen in our lives.
Agreed. 1,000%.
If he came out,
because think of the rookie year he had on that.
Bijan's the next Saquon, but Saquon did good his rookie year, and then after that,
imagine if Saquon came into freaking
the
Atlanta.
Next Saquon, and imagine if he actually had 4 or 5 years to just be himself.
Yeah, I mean, he was on an absolute dumpster fire because the Giants have been a waste of life for 5 years now.
Jimmy said Burrow would be the consensus MVP if they made the playoffs. I don't 100% disagree, but he also has more talented roster than Allen and Lamar.
Also going to say fuck off because go Broncos. He'd be there. I mean, I think he'd be in the
I love Bo Nix.
I think he'd be in the conversation for sure.
But he's not Lamar or Allen.
But he hasn't done anything we haven't seen before. And it sucks too, because how many of those games did they lose in just like mind-blowing fashion?
Does Buffalo
what the fuck were you guys
or Baltimore have a Jamar Chase? Just answer that first. Just a quick one.
Well, no.
Do they have a T. Higgins?
I would put Flowers kind of on Higgins' level, but not quite yet. So
and that's why I say that no, I don't think Burrow's in that conversation.
Yeah, because Gesicki had a year. Chase Brown came on.
Calling it early. Eric All.
He's a good
Eric All within the next 2-3 years is going to be a top 10 or top 5 tight end. Just say when Gesicki's gone,
I can't say that just because of how
All.
much tight end talent just came into the league, and then you're gonna get Tyler Warren next year.
Bitches from Iowa,
bro. Penn State's Warren coming in. Is he coming out? I don't even know if he's coming out of school.
How about this? As I was watching that great game and crying last night. Not one catch made by our wide receiver.
Yeah, that's insane. They only had like 5 targets, let alone not a catch.
And someone asked me today, what do you think was the problem? I said, well, that the quarterback threw 2 interceptions in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they lost in the game.
And James Franklin,
and in the first half, missed Singleton wide open. He throws it as his back knee.
How do you think? Okay,
and then he missed him again on the fucking sideline.
Franklin needs to go, but how do you think Singleton does in the draft?
Is he already coming out? I thought he was only a junior.
He's going to come out.
You think he comes out?
I think he's coming out. He might not, but if he does, do you think, how does he stack up?
I don't know, dude. I always thought his teammate ran better. Katron.
Yeah.
Katron. It's Katron.
But he's only a sophomore.
I know. I think he's better than Singleton.
Well, kind of remember how Miles Sanders thought he was better than Saquon coming out because he was a year behind him.
Yeah, no, sorry.
You ain't.
You were good and still kind of are. I thought he played very well there.
Speaking of
week
which,
18.
I got a delivery tomorrow. We're outside of Philly. So Philly distillery bolted that makes the Bird Gang bourbon.
Yeah.
So Shady McCoy is getting inducted to the Eagles Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
They got a commemorative bottle limited edition.
Oh, are you going to get one?
I got 4 of them coming tomorrow. They're not all for me, but they got a 25 Shady on their label. It's a Eagles green
cool.
bottle.
Are you? That's pretty cool.
I'm so excited. That thing's
going
coming
right
tomorrow.
there in the
That's
center.
going right there, so I can drink that for the playoffs game tomorrow.
That's awesome.
But I say this. So if it's me, MVP should go Saquon, Allen, Lamar. Those are my top 3 in that order.
And that's so hard to say because Lamar literally has had his best year ever, and he already has 2 MVPs.
I know.
So like
it's hard to discount him.
You're telling that guy that, hey, we've already given you 2 of these, and you weren't even close to as good as you are right now. But yet, this guy who doesn't quite have what you did this season is going to get it.
But he had a healthy running back the entire year.
If they want to give it to Saquon, yeah, I would love that. That would be
I want him to give it to someone not a quarterback.
And here, it's the same thing with Bowers. I would give it to Saquon just because I can't pick between Lamar and Josh Allen.
Fair.
Right?
And I would give offensive rookie of the year to
go
Bowers.
with the guy that did something that we haven't seen in a while. So let me give Saquon the MVP. It kind of like boosts up the running back position. Maybe we can get them some fucking contracts around here.
And I give offensive rookie of the year to Bowers.
And yes.
And Quignon for defensive.
See, now I don't know. I'm out of the defensive question. I don't know much about defense.
I'm just saying he was much more impactful than Jared Verse. Now, Jared Verse, don't get me wrong. He's great. I think he's going to be great in the next 3 years. He's just built for it.
Yeah.
But
he was a great pick.
But to come out in the fact that he made Darius Slay look like cornerback 2.
Yeah, right?
Like that, it should have been Quignon.
Like Slay started getting thrown at all of a sudden.
Yeah, they're like, we're going to pick on the old dude. Guys, I know that you guys are sitting here watching the chat. I just want to say that Dustin is getting a tattoo, his first tattoo ever.
Did you design it yet?
No, I'm going to be nice. But the question is, where are you going to get it? So
I don't know.
For the chat that just joined, I don't know who was listening, but we do our pick 'em. Last year I did a beer mile, and apparently Dustin wants to do a beer mile for picks next year, which
that's not going to happen.
Yeah, because I would win that every year.
You would win it, and then Eric would show up with riot bean bags and start shooting.
And I think that every person he misses, he drops back a pick. So
why? No,
we did our pick 'em. So through hold on, wait.
Bo Nix.
Yes, Booze, Ballin, and Bo.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Because I have loved Bo so much longer than you.
Well, yeah, for about 2 months.
If you buy me a Bo Nix jersey,
no,
I will not put Bo Nix in your tattoo.
I don't know. I kind of want Bo Nix in the
I know. But what if he dies? Like he just falls off tomorrow.
Or if we win the Super Bowl with him.
Dude, forever. I love that you've been here long enough
to know about the Bo Nix
to
stuff.
know that it's a Booze, Ballin, and Bo. Dude, forever, you are definitely in our
Forever
league.
Probably knows about me having to get his face tattooed on my penis.
Forever, yeah, true. Forever's getting an early draft pick in our league next year. Just a clout draft pick. He's getting the top 5 pick.
Most commented in the chat, and that's how we're gonna rate.
Yeah, Glenn and Arnie though are still in, but they've disappeared for a minute.
Glenn has been MIA for a couple.
But let's
weeks
say this.
now.
So we did our pick 'em for you. Those of you who follow, we do our pick 'em every year. I did a beer mile last year. He's doing a tattoo this year. Dude, how are we going up from this? Anyway,
I don't want to know.
So through 17,
take a bottle in the ass. No, I'm just kidding.
That's very aggressive. Through 17 weeks, we were both tied dead nuts down to 1/100th of a point.
Yeah, that was
956.21.
That'll never happen again.
After 17 weeks, we were dead tied, and I have everything written down. It is legit. I swear on my family, like that is weirdly legit.
Yeah.
And we came into this week, Darnold, Bijan, Amon-Ra, Goff, Bucky Irving, and Jay Jetta. and
Jettas got
everybody
locked
shit
up
the
by
bed
Amik.
except for Bijan and Bucky, but Bijan just went a little bit harder.
Yeah, well, your quarterback and wide receiver, I think, also did better because Goff threw like 2 interceptions.
Well,
or
no,
some shit.
Darnold 8.24, Goff 10.99.
Oh, he
so
did
you
end up
beat me on
taking over him.
quarterback. Receiver, Amon-Ra 13.7,
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson 8.4. So it literally came
close.
down to the running backs.
Right.
So you're
And they
getting
both
a
had good
tattoo.
weeks. But I'm cool with it.
I
You're
love
probably
it.
disappointed. You probably wanted a tat.
I did. Kendra said, she's like, you're not going to be mad if you lose. I was like, no. Like, I might get a booze and ballin' tattoo just because.
Just because. Do you have a guy lined up? Do you want to shout somebody out right now for a good
I don't.
tattoo?
My dude moved to Phoenix unless you want to take a trip.
Fuck.
Dude who
So we
did
gotta
the
find a
dude who
fucking
did all
artist?
this and all this is he moved to Phoenix.
You have no idea who we're gonna get to tap.
No, we're gonna. I know where we're going.
Okay.
But we're gonna do booze and ballin', and because Forever reminded me,
Booze balling and
we're gonna
Bo.
be Bo. Because
I'm
you
cool with
did
Bo.
not. I was watching back through episodes. You did not want Bo to be on Denver Bronco, and he came in
I
third
didn't like
in the
I know.
offensive rookie of the year.
Oh, I
voting.
know. I was gonna say weeks ago. I've already stuck my foot in my mouth.
Forever, you might be my new best friend.
I've already switched. Okay, I've already switched. I was not on the Bo Nix train. I did not think we were just a quarterback away.
Is he a 1-year fluke?
No, I don't think so.
I think he's legit.
He's athletic as fuck, and I did not know that about him.
He's a sleeper.
I
like
did know
Josh.
that, but I didn't know how athletic.
Is he sleeper? He does remind me a little bit of Josh Allen, not the arm strength, but the mobility wise,
and
willing to go.
I think his decision making is better than Josh Allen. Josh Allen, I'm telling you, wins with his legs, his heart, and his massive fucking arm. Outside of that, he doesn't make good decisions on the football field, which is why he typically loses to the Chiefs. Like, he's amazing, don't get me wrong, but when the push comes to shove, he always makes that bad decision, and it's always like, fuck, you just threw an interception or something, and then now you lost the game in the playoffs.
Let me ask you a question as a Broncos fan. Wide receiver core. I mean, running back core, you need to figure out something. You need to
I don't know. Estime looked good as a rookie.
I'm fine with that. Pick a guy and go. You need the
I
problem
don't
is
mind the committee run.
the problem is it's too committee.
Yeah.
There's no hot hand.
Yeah, agreed.
You need to pick a guy to be your guy, and then you have to have your
I think Javonte is going to walk. I don't think he comes back, even if they want him to. I think
then they don't do anything. I think they go with
McLaughlin and Estime are going to be, I think, your two backs
wide
next year. And I think
receiver-wise-
Javonte walks after the end of the year.
He should.
I think, yeah, he
He's
needs to
probably
go.
not going to go anywhere though.
No, but I think he could go to like the Cowboys or something and contribute. You know what I mean? Like a team that needs running back. I think he could definitely go and be a third down back for somebody.
Zach, I got you, Dustin Jimmy, lining up guys like your Phillips.
What?
Jimmy said, lining up guys like your Phillips.
You are Phillips.
You are Phillips. Receiver wise on the Broncos. You know, dude, how I really like going forward? Ballet.
Oh, dude.
Ballet? I wanted to pick him up
Vaughn
in some dynasty leagues, but I didn't. I decided
I didn't
I'm
have the
with
benches. I didn't have the bench space for him at the time to make that decision. I regret not trading for him from White in the 16-team league because he was willing to give him away.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really kicking myself for not stealing him from him.
Well,
but
White,
again,
if I get the first overall pick, we go.
But again, would you like? I have Wan'Dale Robinson, and that was the one I was considering dropping to get him. And I was like, I just can't quit on Wan'Dale yet. He's getting targets. He's finally like coming into his own. Give him another year to get stronger.
Wan'Dale Robinson?
Yeah.
No, you do not move him.
Exactly, and that's the only one that I was even considering.
If they get a good quarterback, that is a hell of a 1-2 punch.
I think he's gonna be amazing.
That's
with
why
Neighbors on the other side.
I didn't drop him to get Vale in the one dynasty in the Weekend Warrior League.
I'm agreeing with you 100%.
I couldn't drop him or Jalen McMillan because I think both of them are startable.
I think McMillan will take a little bit of a step back next year when Godwin returns, obviously. But the moment Mike Evans retires,
Lily Phillips. Okay, apparently I don't watch Pornhub enough because I get to fuck my wife. You guys beat your dicks, and apparently you're into Pornhub. Zach, he said lining up guys like your Lily Phillips.
I don't know who
Jimmy
Lily
said
Phillips
Lily.
is.
Zach said Lily Todd.
Do I need to Google Lily
Jimmy
Phillips?
said all the Pornhub talk and you have no clue about the reference. So disappointing. I don't watch Pornhub that much because I put my P in a V. I know, Jimmy, you do too.
I feel like that's a lie.
Zach, you do too. What, me?
I feel like you're talking shit right now.
The fact that I didn't know who the hell Lily Phillips, I still don't know who it is.
I mean, Jimmy, that's ridiculous. Come on now.
Show me that. Okay, it kind of looks like a toothy vagina.
I mean, oh, that's not.
I was gonna say what. So we all know Dustin's preferences. Who? Pull it up. Pull it up.
Yeah. Yeah, she could suck me.
Yeah, but apparently I don't use Pornhub enough.
I didn't know who that was. I didn't know we actually searched
Honestly,
for fucking individual people. Like I've never searched for a.
Okay, stop talking. You're ruining your clout.
Why?
That you don't. Like I go Pornhub based on category, not people.
No, I'm saying I've never gone in and was like, let me search for this chick.
She goes, I go DP. Ever all the way.
Oh yeah, there's got to be 2 poles in everything I watch.
The Earth has a north and a south, so I always take 2 poles.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Are you really calling me right now?
Jimmy said, put it close. Put it close to the mic.
Hold on.
Hold on, Jimmy. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Close.
What do you have to say?
I said, I cannot believe that I have to call and clarify this comment. You're talking about lining up a guy for tattoos. I said, easy there, Lily Phillips, because she lined up 101 guys.
Oh, that's the bitch who did 100 guys?
There we go.
Oh. Okay, yeah, we do definitely feel dumb now. I definitely heard about that story.
No, I don't feel dumb because it still shows that I'm not obsessed with porn.
In our fantasy football chat, I thought everyone was in the know.
That's probably me. That was
this dude's currently beating off during the phone call.
I'm just saying.
I appreciate you clarifying the 101 dudes in a row. Is she the one that got like scarred for life and shit, right? She's in therapy.
That's the one.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I feel like make better life choices.
All right, Jimbo. I appreciate you. See ya.
Dude, Jimmy, thanks for calling.
Okay, so 101 guys in a row, no matter what. That's impressive.
That deserves offensive rookie.
Or defensive, no matter how you want to look at it.
I mean, she's taking it.
Yeah, she's putting up points there.
So she's basically the uprights.
Yeah, and like a Steelers versus fucking Houston type game where
Like,
they just
I'm
kick
going
field
to take
goals.
100 hits, and I wonder if it's going to mentally scorn me.
It was 21-15, 7-5 field goals.
All right. So we've talked about that. Let's rate this. What do you want to rate this? And then we can we're gonna sign off of here.
And then we're gonna do some pick'ems. 100 proof.
Wait. Is this T-Muck? There's no way that's T-Muck.
I hope it's T.
TK, that's T-Muck Saturday. TK.
Who's TK?
That's
Tom. That's Krug.
Welcome.
I think that's Captain Thickness.
Oh,
He's the guy that was clapping cheeks.
talking about thighs, not cock. I get it.
That's who I think it is anyway. It's
All
just by the comment. Welcome, dude. That's nice. That's awesome.
Welcome in. Subscribe, follow, buy shirts and shit.
You don't have to buy shirts.
Bad day. Yes, you do need to buy. Bad day to be a bourbon. We got another.
Bad day to be a bourbon's a good one. I
We
think
got a
everybody
little
should have
whiskey
that
therapy out there too, and the Bourbon Beatles.
shirt. I like the Bourbon Beatles. Who are the Bourbon Beatles?
Taylor, Blanton, Lee, and Weller.
Ooh, I like it.
Wait,
that's a
yeah.
good.
No, Stag. It's not Weller.
Stag.
It's Taylor, Stag, Lee, and Blanton. Those are the four.
Was there
not
only 4
founders,
Beatles?
but those are the 4 early members that made Buffalo Trace what Buffalo Trace is. So they're Bourbon Beatles.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that Elmer T. Lee was the drummer.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I wasn't much of a Beatles guy. Either way.
Yeah, forever. I'll DM you. Etsy, Boozeball, and I'll put it in our link tree. If you know what, I'll message you. I'll message you a link.
You're like, I don't know how to fucking do
No,
this.
it's in our link tree, but actually, no, I don't know if it's in our link tree yet.
I don't know how to fucking do any of that.
You buy them on Etsy.
I'm too
Got them
old
on
for this
Etsy.
computer
All that
shit.
fun stuff. Dude, I'll message you forever because I got to message you anyway because you are 100% part of our draft next year. You made it to the early stages because we're going to, in the winner of that draft, get some fun shit. We've already talked about.
Yeah, I know. DP.
We're not giving them DP.
What? It's what we agreed
That
upon.
is not. They didn't agree. Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
I'm allowed to joke on this thing, right? Can't hold me back.
Yeah, dude, but DP seems a little off.
Why?
All right, let's rate this.
It could be like a double rye.
This is good though. I bought this.
This is very good.
I bought this because Yellowstone. We had just watched the final episode of the last season. Before I bought this, I was
That was
walking
why
through,
I picked that one to drink.
and it was on sale. And it was toasted 100 proof.
I saw it. I almost got it last time.
Special finishes.
Yeah, I forget the one we drank last time.
Oh, it's hiding over there. But this is good for a toasted, and it's actually a very affordable price.
I was gonna say, what was the total on the bottle?
Like right around 40.
That's basically everything.
Like you can't be mad with that.
No, everything good that I've drank on the bourbon world has been right around $40 or higher. Anytime you go under that, you start to get like, it's like, oh fuck. Granted, there's a couple down there that are tasty and spicy and can really go. Like the Wild Turkey 101, I had it the other night again, and I actually really liked it the second time around after it got a chance to breathe a little bit.
It did.
But yeah, straight out of the bottle, it was a little rough. But now that it's been sitting there for a couple weeks, few weeks, months,
Gets better that way?
I actually thought it was very good the second time around. But this one's smooth. I like this. It was good finish.
This is actually I've had a Yellowstone.
Ooh.
But I've not had this. I've had other Yellowstones, and they were like average.
Yeah.
Like there's bourbons that I like, and I'll drink neat or I'll drink on the rocks, and then there's bourbons or whiskeys that I'll drink and be like, I need something, club soda, something like that.
You need some more Lamar
But this is very good, Saquon.
or
Very good.
Saquon.
All right, so give me your taste, or where do you want to go? Drinkability first or taste?
Let's go
first?
drinkability first. I like to do drinkability first.
It's very drinkable. There's no burn. For 100 proof, this is very smooth.
The only thing for me is it's the exact same the whole way through it.
Yeah, it's just
Exactly. Like it goes in, it burns a little bit, it goes down, and it's gone, and you still have that like burn in there. There's no like nothing like,
but it's easy to drink though.
Yeah,
so you gotta
So
think the drinkability is gonna be up there.
drinkability is like 79 for me.
I would say about. I'm gonna say it's very easy to
I'm gonna stick
drink.
with 78.
78. I'm gonna put it at 80 because it's very easy to drink.
Okay. And then flavor, I'm going 71 because I think the flavor is a little bit lower.
You could have more.
Right. And the only reason I'm saying 71 is because of that flat line for me. It comes in and then it just goes, and it might be because I'm doing it disjustice, but disjustice. There we go. I've had too many of them. By putting the ice in it. I think this one might be a neat. This might be a neat kind of bourbon.
Just slug it from the bottle right now.
All right, cool.
Let me know if that changed from a 71. Probably went up like 2 notches, right?
I like the finish a lot better neat.
Hit you a little better.
Could you actually get that like bourbon burn at the
It
end?
definitely has a toast, but it's.
I definitely recommend drinking this one neat.
So you still sticking with 71? We've rated everything.
I give
on
it
ice.
73. I give it 73 off of the neat because that did definitely potent it up at the end, which is what I was looking for. But again, I like mine a little chilled. So
True.
I like putting ice in
prefer
mine.
unneat.
Yeah.
I just like to sip, take my
So-
time.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick I'll give it a 73 on the flavor.
ID. Dustin face. Oh, Tommy wants you to FaceTime him.
FaceTime him. Why?
Go real quick. I don't know. We're gonna see. But I'm gonna say
can't
this. I
FaceTime.
like
I have fucking Android. You have WhatsApp?
Tommy. I don't have Tommy's number.
You don't have Tommy's number? How do you guys trade?
I like the toastedness of it. Because I do definitely taste like that burnt barrel
It's
type of
almost
thing.
over toasted, if that makes sense.
There's not enough to it. It's just a very simple drink.
Yeah, agreed.
I'll go a little higher just because I do taste it and I feel on my tongue. I put it down. I feel the toasted here. So I'm going to go 75.
Okay.
So we got an 80,
that means we got a pretty good bourbon here.
We got an 81.
Yeah.
79. So it's 80.
Yep.
And then a 73 and a 75.
74.
74 and
so
80.
77.
Yeah. 77. Not bad. Not good. Run of the mill bourbon.
I think that's for a $40
for the price point.
Yeah, for a 40. And
Tommy, text me your phone number. If I don't have it, I'll FaceTime
and
you
again,
right now. I don't even care.
This could definitely land on some palates, and people could absolutely love it just because of that smooth finish and doesn't like really give you anything once it gets past the backside of your tongue.
Wait, I got a Tommy in here.
Kind of reminds me of Jimmy.
Reminds you of Jimmy on the back of your tongue.
Wait, is that how that came out?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you did say that.
That's fucked. Wait, you got Tommy?
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out if this number I FaceTimed was Tommy or not.
Let's see what Tommy it is.
All right, Tommy, if this goes to ignore, I'm gonna Rochambeau you. Oh shit, there he is.
Oh no.
Notre Dame, you son of a bitch.
What a fucking fag. What is your plan? What's going on? Yeah, a lot of people do that.
You do that.
So what's going on?
You tell me.
I don't know. You just
We're in the middle of a fucking show, Tommy.
We didn't do that yet.
you motherfucker.
You son of a bitch.
If you're gonna FaceTime in, you better have some fucking quality. That is to our viewers. With you and your slick back look.
Yes, we are live right now.
Licked by a horse's tongue, face, motherfucker.
Oh, so the question is it harder to play cornerback in the NFL or quarterback?
Okay, that's a great question.
So,
Jimmy, yeah, thank you.
Here's the thing: when we were talking about it, you have to define the word harder. Like, what is the meaning of hard? Like, is it the most athletic thing on the fucking planet, or is it like a rounded fucking?
No, I think
effort?
harder is competition based.
Yeah, agreed. And
so is it harder to play corner?
There's more corners in the league than there are quarterbacks,
or quarter. I don't think it's a matter of harder. I just think it's a matter of the gift you were given in life.
Right. So it's pretty much the same. He just got fucking.
I think he just shit himself.
I did send something that backed up my two hardest positions in the NFL, and they did agree with me.
Oh, now Jimmy's
God.
calling. Dude, everybody's calling in. We got to get a guy.
I'm going to answer on my iPad.
Jimmy's in. Can you merge this call?
No, Jimmy's on the iPad. You're on the phone. All right, so
I'm still seeing myself though. Instead of it still says Jimmy, but Tommy's there.
Oh God, just hit the buttons. I don't care.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Dustin, just look at this beautifulness.
You gotta turn him up.
Here, you got this one.
Back to the hold on. Let me get back to the viewers that we got anyway.
Right.
So basically, we're talking out. I want to hear
Forever
in the chat,
Eagles. One day, this is going to be
what does everybody
you.
think that? Is it harder to play cornerback in the NFL or quarterback? Let me know what you guys are thinking on this. Well, Alan's 2 balls deep in Ohio State right now.
He says quarterback.
It is quarterback. Jimmy, we got 1 vote quarterback. We got 1 vote corner. We needed to settle this debate right now.
I think it's harder.
Understand who the viewers are. Did they ever play football?
Stop it, Tommy. I have 3 viewers. It's possible that they all played football.
Say it again.
Listen, tell Tommy to hang the phone up. I'm going to hang the phone up. I'm going to do a group FaceTime with you, Todd. That way we're all on the same screen. I can see everybody.
Yeah, I like you chose me instead of Dustin.
I don't have a fucking. I'm not responsible.
Yeah, he's got like a limp dick type of version of a phone.
I know, dude. The other day I was driving in my van.
Are we doing this on the podcast?
And I was like sweating on my taint. and my dick literally like went
Tommy, hang up.
inside of itself and went like heading towards my butthole. It was weird.
He hung up.
I had to like twerk in my van to trying to get my balls to get my dick back out.
Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
I tried to come up with the most
Forever,
ridiculous
you still in here? We
story.
need you. We need
Just
you
because
part of
you
this.
it went that way. I just figured if I could turn the focus onto my dick story,
No,
that
what did Forever say here? Hold
we
on.
might have something. But we didn't have anything there for like 20 minutes.
Hold up. Where is he at? Oh, we got to get in here. God damn it.
I wonder if Forever's got a fucking camera. We can get him in here.
Forever,
too.
I will add him in there. Dude, I want to come out and link up with you in Vegas so bad.
I know, right? That would be fucking sick. I've never fucking been to Vegas.
Dude, I want you to be in our league, and I kind of, if I have to vote for someone other than you and I win it, it's got to be Forever next year.
It depends on who's in it. We gotta get what?
I mean, 8 or 10 people, 8 or 10 viewers, followers, not friends, and then we're gonna give out some shit. Like whoever wins that league gets a little
we
gift
just put
basket.
I
It's
think
a free entry. It's a free entry.
It's a free
Forever's
entry
in
league.
already, though.
I think we could go all the way up to like a 32 team league just because it's a free entry and we don't care who wins it, right? That would be a lot of fun.
It's a free entry. That's the thing.
I know. And then we give whoever so like at some point we could have like a 32 team fucking free booze and balling league, and whoever wins gets like a booze package.
Yeah, exactly.
Or not a booze package, but a Boost mobile package.
Just put them in here, right here. There they are.
Boost mobile.
All right, we see you both. So what do you want to talk about?
I don't see Tommy. He's darker than the Dark Knight. We were talking
you
about
want to talk about quarterback discussion. Oh, Zach, you're in the league too. Don't you fucking worry.
I literally Googled it, and the first thing that came up was my first 2 picks saying that corner left tackle the 200 positions in football. Oh, well then, hey, argument's over. Google said it.
See, here's what I don't get.
It wasn't from Google. It was from a reputable source.
It was Pornhub.
Yeah, it was something.
apparently you can get fantasy football advice from Pornhub.
It depends on who you search for. Remember, like it depends on what you put in that Google search. I still need to do some research on this 101 straight guys thing. Sounds like a Russell Wilson stat. 101 straight
Good
guys.
God, what are you showing?
That's impressive, Jimmy. Do you like do meetings often on here and know what? It literally said,
Jesus. We got shit to do.
yeah, we got drafts to fucking got, dude. No, we're not doing it. You stop it. Mute him. Mute him.
All right, so fantasy football is apparently a very like people got feelings and shit.
Well, that wasn't even fantasy. That was
Pornhub.
That was Pornhub. Yeah. No, that was me actually.
I feel like his home screen was 2 girls, 1 cup.
He said your home screen is 2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh, that's a great video.
Wait, did I watch the wrong one?
No, it's not a great video.
Texas ball, baby.
Oh, Jesus.
Who's winning that game? We haven't watched it down yet.
Yeah, what's the score of the Ohio State game?
14-7. Texas just picked it. Dude, you guys missed. Texas scored to tie it up with like 26 seconds left. Yeah. Right after kickoff, they took a screen pass to the house. 75 yards, 13 seconds left in the first half.
That's wild.
Jesus.
That's college for you, baby. That kind of shit don't happen in the pros. We are losing Tommy, so.
All right. We're going to end this.
Yeah, we're getting ready to end the live here.
We had our fun. Saquon should be MVP. Brock Bowers should be offensive.
If anybody gives a
rookie
shit,
of the year.
we are going to probably end up going live. Are we going to go live for the lotteries? We might as well. Fuck it.
Maybe.
Let's just fuck it. Let's just go live. Yeah, we're just going to go live. Who cares? Even if we don't go, we'll lose the 6 viewers that we have.
All right, we're going to close this out. We're going to go live for some lottery picks because if you follow us, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your moms, you fuck Dustin in the face. Just
Say is hide your kids, hide your wife. Nobody got time for that.
well, no, I was trying to get them to all fuck Dustin in the face. But no, let us know. We'll pick your picks for you. All right, we're gonna hang up now, dude.
Wait, I don't want that pressure.
Yeah, Dustin. No,
We'll choose your
he's
picks.
got those kissers. All right, we're hanging up now. This is a fun one. We're gonna do some draft picks. Let us know if you want to pick them for
If we
you.
can get you guys a setup,
What's
we'd
up?
be able to phone you in through the stream next time. So if we can
What?
get you guys,
Get on this phone call, right?
Oh yeah, you can stay on the phone call.
you can stay here if you want.
All right, hold up. All right, yo.
I'm not missing out on this.
All right, let us sign off to the guys on YouTube, the ones that actually follow us. Besides
Forever.
you fuckers.
Cheers. You are forever like with us for all this shit.
Yeah, I know, right? But we got to sign off here tonight. That's our fucking. What are you trying to say, Tommy? One more time. What you got?
Everyone gave me shit that when I traded time, I took Brock Bowers, and they can all suck my dick now.
Oh, good God. Dude, forever. You are in this. You are drafting with us next year forever.
Good thing you drafted the offensive rookie of the year runner-up.
Pukanuga.
So they did actually make the picks. See, guys, I didn't have a clue if they actually made the picks yet or not.